Ooh, my kneecap. I don't know if I should sit like this. I'm getting old. I think sitting like this might make my kneecap upset. Let me put my leg back down. See, look, it's already getting upset. I heard it go. I know what y'all thinking. This is not a with your old ass podcast episode. This is a real talk with Tay episode. But I seen y'all in the comments say y'all wanted to see y'all boy back
Hello.
on Real Talk with Tay TV show edition podcast. So he had a request. So why not bring him in on his request? And, give the people what they asked for. And don't come for my top. Because unless you gonna send some money to that Cash App, you better keep your ass quiet. Hush. How y'all doing though? Y'all know it's me, your gracious host, Miss Tay Nicole. And I have my guest here, Mr. Pac, Manley. And we're gonna get in on a show that he requested, a specific episode in particular. I think it was season 3, episode 14 or 11.
One of those two.
Let me see, I can confirm.
I think it was 11, maybe.
I be messing up because my job low key is to try to remember. It's 11. Episode 11. Of The Wire. I've never seen The Wire. I've seen clips. I know some people who got dropped, but I've actually never really watched the show. Like from top to bottom, never watched it. I do remember one scene that Idris was in. I think he was in his office. And that scene with Shorty with the chick.
I don't know, but I don't know what scene you're talking about.
He was like I think he was in his office. It was real dim. I think it was in season 1.
Oh, that wasn't his office. That was her house.
Oh, that was her house.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like she was seducing him or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That was D'Angelo's baby mama.
Dang. But anyway, like I said, never seen the show, so I only know a little bit about things I've seen clip wise. So in season 3, episode 11 of The Wire, it basically was like a setup episode, if you will.
Yep.
You had Stringer setting up Avon, and Avon setting up Stringer. But one was out of spite, one was because, what other choice do I have? You know what I'm saying? Like, the shoes on the other foot, and which it was. Nigga was trying to take you out. Some key things that kind of stood out to me about this episode, though, is how Stringer is this street cat, but got scammed out of $250K by Clay Davis.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Stringer was trying to get out the streets. Like I want to say, season 1.
Is that where 50 Cent got the idea for Ghost?
Probably, because Stringer was season 1. He was taking business management classes at a community college.
Okay, so he's trying to turn his life around.
Yeah, somewhat.
By backstabbing his boy in the back at the same time. Crazy work. Anyway, the whole episode was really some sneaky, underhanded shit. From the street cats to the big dogs.
Yeah.
Everybody was on some sneaky, undercover shit. Just all on a, backstabbing type of shit. Now, one thing that did stand out to me, too, was old dude in the evidence locker place looking at ass and titties while he at work. I'm like, bro, what is you on? Like, what is you supposed to be at work, bro? Another thing that I noticed was Avon really was the big man on campus. And that's really why Stringer wanted to take him out. Like, not getting killed, but getting, out the way. You know what I'm saying? Because when Stringer found out Clay took his money, he went to one of the hitmen and, try to get the hitman to take him out. And Avon like, nah, bro, that's your problem. That's not a us problem. That's a you problem. You set yourself up, bro. And which, in a way, they both was right in their own rights. Like he if this was anybody else who had backstabbed me, you'd be cool with it. But because he high up there in that law, above the law, if you will, you scared to take him out. And then at the same time, I understand Avon because it's like, bro, you should have used your common sense. Why would you give this man $250K and like not use your common sense? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Another thing, Stringer was smart for that SIM card shit. Cause that's crazy. Cause back in the day, they used to just have burner phones. They just toss that phone and go buy a new one. He had SIM cards to switch in and out. You know what I'm saying? That was smart. I think I liked Avon, like just from that episode I got to see. I liked Avon, but I didn't like Avon, cause I feel like you wanted to get your boy up because of a connect.
Basically.
And the same thing with Stringer. Like I didn't like Stringer either because it's like, bro, that's messed up. You want to kill your mans, or not kill your mans, but you want to send your mans to prison because he wouldn't help you with taking out. What was Clay Davis, the mayor?
No, he was councilman. Senator. He was senator. My bad.
Oh, senator. Okay, I was about to say because if he was councilman, I kind of understand why. Like, bro, what you want? Like, take this nigga out.
Yeah, but he's senator and like
yeah,
Slim
senator.
Charles.
That's a little bit different, and like they said, it's gonna turn heads. You trying to take out the senator.
Like Slim Charles said, that's not a hit. That's an assassination.
Facts. So I got that, but I just didn't like the whole, cause you don't want to lose your connect in New York, and I get it. That's where you're getting your work from.
Mm-hmm.
But you could have offered something different than giving your mans up.
Hey, it was a lot going on. He really didn't have no choice.
I think he did, and I know I ain't seen the rest of the show. I know. But I just think, because I've seen it where they make business deals. How about I cut you in 5% on my, on a back end until we consider it even. And considered even could be $1 million, could 1.5, whatever dollar amount they agreed up to. Because did you die?
Who? Avon?
No.
Yeah. Oh.
The dude. Like, you come at me because you got shot.
But Brother Musan.
But brother, did you die? Nigga, you just got shot.
He almost did.
I get that, but did you die? You know what I mean? But at the same time, this is where Stringer messed up at, because whatever you did to cause that situation to take place is your fault. Because you got to know how to move proper when you're in them streets. You can't be playing these backdoor games with people, bruh.
Mm-hmm.
And be a man, stand on your shit. If you did something, you did something. But because you thought pitting two people against each other would cancel out your problem, it didn't work out. Brother, what's the face?
Mossad.
Yeah. You say he did something to Omar's people, knowing Omar was going to try to take him out. And brother Rasad, Husad, whatever his name is, you knew he wasn't going to go down that easy. So you knew it was either going to end in both of them taking each other out or one taking out the other. And that cancels out your problem. But what you didn't anticipate is on somebody squealing and spilling the beans. Gotta use your nuggets, my boy.
Yeah, he didn't count on them two talking.
And the crazy thing is, I ain't gonna lie, I already knew that Stringer got killed in this show. I already knew that. That I already knew. Before I ever watched this, I knew that. But I was like, damn, the way they did him, though, was kind of greasy. Lit him up.
The funniest thing was the white man.
No, please, no. But I still stand on, like, bruh, why you ain't got your own piece is the problem. Then, too, oh, go ahead.
Oh, he a businessman.
I don't care.
He got the people, his bodyguard right there holding the piece. They get pulled over. He ain't going to jail.
Then you can't even get out your own building. But he tripping. I would have fumed out that window. When I realized that I ain't had no way to get out besides that window, I probably would have, I don't know, what I would have did, I probably would have ran past Omar, because they was on a lower level, so he could have jumped out that window and risked hurting, the lower chance of hurting himself. Yeah. I'd have ran and jumped out that window so motherfucking fast, I'd have been gone.
Mm-hmm.
And the crazy thing is, the last thing the Stringer know is Avon. Right before he got killed, he know Avon is the reason why they knew where he was and how to get him. Because the night they was on that roof, I don't know how Stringer didn't pick up on Avon's, demeanor. That's your boy. You've been knowing him for a long time, so how can you not tell that he knew something was gonna happen to you by the way he was asking questions, the way he was interacting with you? It was kind of common sense that something was gonna happen. It was kind of common sense. And instead of you paying attention, and I would have just moved my meeting somewhere else.
Nah, they couldn't. They had to walk through that building.
Well, I would have moved it to another day.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much, what that episode, how that episode really was ran down, in a nutshell. Um, the white guy that was in the car was the councilman with the popo. That was
Yeah,
he was
yeah,
taking through the
yeah.
hood.
Carcetti.
That was the councilman, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the crazy thing too about this episode is they finally got evidence enough to nail Stringer, and he was dead.
Yeah, they finally got him on the wire talking. He ended up getting killed.
Case closed both ways, But the thing that I liked was when the officer was taking the councilman through the neighborhoods to show him what he did. And like, I ain't gonna lie to you, people gonna do illegal shit. So I kind of agree with what he did. Y'all stay over here and stay from over here.
That was gonna be one of my questions.
What was it?
If you believe if you agree with Bunny Colvin for what he did, moving, you know what I'm saying, that drug trafficking and drug addicts to like the
isolated location.
Isolated, because it was where he moved them to was just a bunch of abandoned houses and row houses and buildings.
Yeah, I mean, because when you think about it, you're not gonna be able to clean up the streets.
All the way.
Let's just be real. You're just not gonna be able to. Somehow, some way, they're gonna find a way to get their smoke. They're gonna find a way to do their shit. You know what I'm saying? There's no way to get rid of it.
Yep.
All you could do is pull the baking soda off the shelves. That's about the only way you might be able to get rid of that part. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I do. I think what he did was a smart idea, because it clearly shows that the communities that hated that in their communities is doing better, and in the areas that nobody was even living in or even worried about, ain't no problem.
There was one old woman living, like she still was holding on to her house amongst the abandoned houses and whatnot, but he ended up getting her moved out and putting into another place and whatnot so he can do that operation. But yeah, Amsterdam was crazy, and they called it Amsterdam because drugs is legal in Amsterdam. So, well, it was actually called Hamsterdam because some Baltimore young dude, mispronounced Amsterdam.
Oh,
So it was like Hamsterdam.
that's crazy. Drugs is legal in Amsterdam?
Well, not all drugs, but like weed, like the soft stuff. Weed, shrooms. I think.
That's crazy. Why is that legal? Why would that be legal?
I don't know. I think that, don't quote me, but I don't know. Cocaine might be illegal over there.
Be.
But yeah, you can go over there and smoke weed, take your shrooms, and like they have actual coffee houses where you can go in there, roll your joint, smoke your joint, and sip your coffee.
That's what this one spot that I went to go meet her with, that's what they are.
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna keep the smoke shop part though. I don't know. What other question did you have for me? He's gonna start asking me questions, because unless something pop up and I want to tell y'all.
You kind of threw me off with that, agreeing with Colvin. Is it a show you get into?
No.
No. Why is that?
I can tell that I wouldn't pay attention.
Oh.
I would it'll be some stuff that'll catch my eye, and I'm like, and I'll watch. You know what I'm saying, for the intriguement, if you will. But just from that one episode, I could tell the pace of the show is not my flavor. Everybody in there that's acting, I heard of, know of, and they have no issues with the acting. So the acting portion is not the problem. I think it's just the outline of the show in general that I just.
The way they kind of like be jumping from like the dope boys and then to the cops and then the
Yeah, it's
politicians
just
and
too much bouncing
yeah, they do
going
that a
on.
lot. And then like season 4 and 5, they throw in
Yeah, see, that's too
the
much bouncing.
schools, and then the newspaper.
Then you got in season 3, you got the politics, you got the police, you got the drug people, you got a boxing gym, you got kids involved, you got it's just too much stuff involved in that
That's,
one show.
yeah, but that's how they like the creator of the show, David Simon, was like, yeah, the main character of the show is Baltimore City. You know what I'm saying? Since they're bouncing around so many places in Baltimore. But for me, I think that's a good way to tell a story of, you know what I'm saying, like a city, showing different aspects.
Yeah, I mean I agree with that. I just
Yeah,
know I
yeah,
wouldn't be able
yeah.
to
You
sit and
can.
watch that show. I mean it took like Atlanta Housewives has been out for 18 seasons. I'm just now watching the show. And I ain't gonna lie. It's kinda good. You know what I'm saying? Them happens be cracking me up.
I'll take your word for it.
But The Wire, I probably could, yeah, I could see me watching like an episode or two or something that you might, recommend and be like, "Ooh, watch this episode. This is a good one." I'll watch it. I'm not gonna be like, no, but I'm not gonna sit there and watch that
Yeah,
show.
you know. Some people call it one of the greatest TV shows to ever
I could
come
see,
out.
I could see why though. It's got good legs. It definitely does. It's got
The I don't know. Have you ever seen the mini series called The Corner
no.
back in the day? Oh, I was about to say, if you've
I've
seen
heard
that,
of it, but never
that's
watched it.
the same person that created that, David Simon. He created The Wire. He used to
Okay.
be a cop, and then he became a writer once he retired and whatnot.
Okay.
So
Yeah, no, that's and it's like I said, it's no shade against the show. It's just I just know I wouldn't want to
I'm
watch it.
sorry. I don't. I think he was just a news reporter that worked with cops.
Okay.
If I'm correct, but he did have like there's actual ex drug dealers in the show.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I forget what season. I think he's from season 3 on to season 5. There's a preacher in there, but um, his name is Melvin. I forget his last name, Melvin, but he is an actual old school drug dealer from back in the day.
Hmm.
So they Snoop. If anybody watched the show, Snoop was an actual like she is from Baltimore. They use her real name in the show.
Wasn't she an actual?
Hmm.
Wasn't she an
Well,
actual drug dealer?
yeah, yeah. That's what I was getting to. She was an actual drug dealer.
I think she was a scammer too, low key.
Yeah, I want to say Slim Charles, the
Yeah.
skinny dude. I think he was an actual drug dealer from back. You know what I'm saying, from Baltimore and whatnot, or Jersey or something. Yeah, it's a good show. So here's a little debate
Mm-hmm.
between Omar Little and Brother Musan. That showdown. Who do you think would have won?
Omar.
Omar. Me too. He
I
had
don't know
that
why
big
that's even a
gun.
debate. Omar would have won that.
He had that big gun. Even though Brother Musan was like, "Yeah, I hit your elbow." He's like, "You think that little thing gonna make my arm jump?"
Cause yeah, when you shoot, I'ma shoot.
Mm-hmm.
And 9 times out of 10, I'm aiming for either your chest or your head. So you gonna shoot my elbow, I'ma shoot somewhere else.
And I know it's a TV show, but you remember hearing me say it when it popped up. Like, don't nobody see that shotgun hanging out that man's jacket?
They did, they just didn't care.
Like, he always got that trench coat, and you see like this much of the shotgun just dangling. Like, don't nobody see that? Like, especially they was walking at wherever that little the spot where Stringer got killed. Like, y'all not in the hood. Y'all are almost downtown or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And you walk around with this shotgun.
So did they let that white man live?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah. What are you gonna do? Point him out? Everybody already know Omar a killer. Brother Musan, Brother Musad is from New York, so you
Yeah.
know.
That's crazy. That episode was wild though.
Yeah,
Oh, did you have any
yeah.
other questions for me?
No, No. Did you the joke though that Bunny Colvin was telling Carcetti about the man, the old white man in the neighborhood that had the what do you call it, the funeral home.
Mm.
And he's like, so you gonna start doing black people? He's like, yeah, if I can do them all at once.
And he said, and I respected him because I
Right,
know where he
because you
stood.
know where he stood. He ain't gonna be that over the internet behind your back racist. Nah, he gonna be right in your face. And hey,
I
yeah,
think I think that, I think a lot of people can benefit from like watching that show though,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know. Like just to kind of learn a little bit about not Baltimore, but just like how life is in general. But the thing for
Mm-hmm.
me though is what kind of made me want to even more watch this because I was watching this show called Eat, Slay, and Love. It's about 3 to 4 episodes. It's Nivea's birthday trip, and Nivea had took um Eva, I think it's Marcella,
Yeah,
and then Tammy Rivera and this chick named London. She's a comedian. Um, and London had watched The Wire, and she made a comment to Tammy Rivera that she felt sorry for her because that's where Tammy grew up at. Is where they shot The Wire at. That's where she grew up at. And she told Tammy she felt sorry for her, and Tammy got offended.
I would too.
And I was like, I understand why you would get offended because you taking a TV show and marking that as the whole city of Baltimore.
Right, like regardless of how much truth there is in that TV show, it's like that's only a certain part, or you know what I'm saying, a certain
But
part,
the thing
or
to me is just from that little episode I watched, the thing to me is it showed that it had good and bad in
yeah,
Baltimore.
just
Just
like
like everywhere you live. And what made them mad was because they was telling her like you from London. Y'all got ghettos over there too. Y'all got hoods over there. And she was like, no, we don't. And it's like y'all probably got the most ratchet ghetto people in the world,
yeah,
probably.
with no guns.
With none.
I seen Top Boy.
Just a spot of tea.
She said just a spot of tea.
No, but that really made it even more so when I got to see that just that one episode, I'm like, where did she get that she needed to feel sorry for her at?
Right.
I bet you could walk down and since I know what an attic look like, I bet you I could go to London, I could point out every attic in that motherfucker.
Yeah.
And in good areas and in bad. You know what I mean? But that episode kinda like it showed that, there's no loyalty once somebody feel like they've been betrayed.
Yep.
And then those that have been betrayed upon grow a loyalty amongst each other. Because Omar and brother, they felt like they had been betrayed, or not felt like they had been betrayed and lied to, and whatever the case may be. So they took it upon themselves to take action.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
But it was a good episode though. I just don't think I would. Yeah, I don't see myself forcing myself like watching.
Yeah, I've always had this I guess you can say fantasy of like of a season 6.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because the way they ended the show, they set it up. Because later on, season 4 and 5, they introduce the kids and they while they're in middle school, and you know how kids divert from school to out into the streets, and they set it up to where like the 4 main boys, one it can be he basically becomes Omar, the other one becomes a crack addict, the other one becomes you can see him becoming a drug dealer, and then the fourth one you can see him becoming a cop because he goes and lives with Coven.
Okay.
So you know what I'm saying, like you can set it up, do a season 6 like years later, and like, hey, this how these 4 boys now. When we first met them, they was in middle school. Now they in the streets and kind
Yeah.
of yeah, that it which would be dope.
Yeah, no, it probably would be. Now that's something I probably would like start out watching. And I also feel like because it's already 5 seasons deep, and because I'm not too intrigued by the show like that, that's another reason why I feel like I wouldn't really want to watch it, just because it's over with. There's nothing more to come, so I don't even want to put myself in a position to start watching a show I know is already ended and it ain't no more to come.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
That's like because once you start with a show, of course you gonna feel comfortable watching it. Like with Snowfall, I never watched Snowfall.
Really?
Probably never will watch Snowfall
I love it.
because there's no more Snowfall.
Nope, it's all dried up.
Had had I started watching Snowfall when it first was released, and maybe just fell off the wagon, you know, I'll probably pick it back up. But then the thing for me too is, um, like Walking Dead.
Yeah, well, that's still going.
I wouldn't be able to even pick back up on Walking Dead.
There's so many different shows of Walking Dead now.
So many different shows, and then they didn't killed off Carl, Glenn. Uh, is Rick still alive?
Yep.
That's crazy. How he still living? Is his
Yep.
daughter still alive?
Yep. And him and Mashawn got a son.
But y'all didn't killed off Carl,
Yep.
the OG. That's crazy work.
It is crazy because in the comics,
Hold on, y'all. I got lasagna cooking.
the comic was Carl basically telling the whole story
Right.
to his sister about everything that happened.
Damn it. Can you come take this out?
Yep. Be right back after these messages. Whew, got to clean that mud up. Did y'all like the commercials that we put in there? We ain't got no sponsor, so the only commercial we could get was Pork Chopper Chunky.
I don't even know who the hell that is.
It was a commercial in How High
Okay.
with Tracy Morgan and Garrett Morris.
I don't even know what I'm gonna put right there. Whatever y'all gonna see it. As I'm telling y'all, I don't know what I'm gonna put right there. Y'all gonna end up seeing. But I don't know, man. Like it's just from what I gathered without watching the show, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that whoever created this show, because I forgot the name already, whoever created the show just wanted to shed light on the good, bad, and ugly and in between of Baltimore as a city.
Yep.
I don't know if Baltimore like got a bad rep back in the day, or if it was deemed a slow city, or what the issue was. But whatever it was, intrigued this person to say, "Hey, I'm gonna write a story about my city, so that people can see that this is how my city is, this is how my city moves, and give people a inside look of what it means to be from Baltimore. You know, it don't just mean drugs and addicts and like nothing like that. It showed a side of where the law was actually attempting to get the bad out the neighborhoods.
Right.
Where they were attempting to um, make it a safer place for the kids, if you will. So it just and then you got it where it shows that the drug dealers weren't all bad, because Avon gave Cuddy $15K for him to get the
For the
kids what
boxing
they
gym.
needed for the boxing gym. You know what I'm saying? So
After me say, that's all you did all that talking for $10K? That's it? Give him 15.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he could have easily been like, yeah, I'm gonna take him up on his offer. You know what I'm saying? Because most of them would have.
Right.
Most of them been like, oh yeah, you willing to put in some work back, because I need another hand, and you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go ahead and get my work about you. You know what I mean? So I think the show, had, like I said, some good legs. I think it definitely could have went a little bit further than what it was in today's time. The kids these days probably wouldn't be able to watch that show.
Nah. Yeah, I doubt if they even you know,
Know what it is?
I'm pretty sure they know what it is, but what I'm saying, like had their older brother or dad or something sitting down like, hey, watch this. Man, I ain't watching this. You know what I'm saying? Or only paying attention to when the drug dealers pop up and not listening to when the cops pop up or the politicians, because them politicians were snakes.
That's another thing that I didn't even touch on was how everybody love to point out these politicians. I'm starting to think, you know what I'm saying? Well, I ain't starting to think, but I already knew they was crooked. But
They
I'm
was
starting to think that no
snakes.
matter where you go, everybody got some bad politicians.
Because the police commissioner was trying to shut down Amsterdam, but he needed the green light from the mayor. The mayor was like, let's wait. Like let's keep that running, and uh, uh, um, election. This is an election year, and then Carcetti finding out and going behind the mayor's back to expose the whole thing. And uh, spoiler alert:
If they ain't seen it by now, they just ain't gonna see it.
Carcetti ends up becoming the mayor. Off of that,
She. That's another reason why they wouldn't be able to bring the show back because they can't bring him back.
yeah, they can't bring him back.
No, but
Hell, there's a lot of people they can't bring back.
yeah,
Even though
because Michael K is gone.
well, Omar got popped anyway. So
Oh, that's right. That's right. He
yeah,
did get popped anyway.
yeah. But there's a couple other police that passed away, like the two older black gentlemen. I think both of them
Yeah, they both
passed.
passed away.
Yeah, they both passed away.
I think it was Riddick
Mm-hmm.
or Roderick, something
Roderick,
like that.
and I forget the other guy's name, but yeah.
Any other good questions or?
If you haven't seen it, go check out The Wire. At least the first season, or at least one episode.
Yeah, I say because I ain't watching no
If
more shit.
anything, stay away from season 2. It's a good. It's not that bad of a season. It does set up a lot that happens in season 3, but everybody was just, including myself, was a little upset that the main focus wasn't in the hood no more. They moved. The main focus was into the docks, even though how else are drugs getting in?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
But you don't need a whole season to tell you that.
yeah, but it set up a whole bunch of stuff like the Greeks who were actually bringing the dope in and everything. They ended up their characters end up being extended throughout different seasons and whatnot. But yeah, it's a very good show. You know, but no,
I wouldn't be able to tell you. Oh, let me see. The Wire I haven't watched. Snowfall I haven't watched. The Corner I haven't watched. Y'all gonna be mad, but I've only watched like a few episodes of each season of It's a Different World.
mm,
I actually never watched A Different World all the way through.
yeah. I haven't watched it all the way through either. I don't
Uh,
think
I've never watched Living Single all the way through either.
really. Mm,
Like I think maybe the first season I watched all the way through, but after that, I think it was like. But you got to think too. Back in the day when cable became a thing, you had to watch whatever they had on at the time.
yeah, yeah. When they was getting syndicated and reruns and all that, yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever, like, nah, I already seen this episode. Yeah. If you want to watch the show, you're gonna sit back and watch that episode 3 times again.
Oh no, let me see. What else have I not watched back in the day? Rock. I never actually watched Rock all the way through.
I didn't watch it all the way through. I used to watch it when I was a kid, and then something happened on the show, and I was just like, yeah.
I never watched The Parenthood all the way through.
I love that show.
Uh,
How about Homeboys from Outer Space?
is that even a real show?
Yes, it is.
Oh, then you know I ain't seen it.
It would Flex. It only lasted one season, but I only threw that out there just because of the name of the show.
Yeah, I ain't never seen that. Oh, damn! I turned the oven off and I needed to put the damn garlic knots in there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. Oh, you gonna go turn it on? I don't know, y'all. Let me look. Let me see. I want to see what black shows I have or haven't watched. Let me see. Because I'm about to close the show out here pretty soon. I just wanted to see what show. I never watched Grownish.
Grownish, really?
Never watched it.
I love that show. What about the other one, the spinoff show, Zoe show? I even forgot what the heck it was called.
Zoe show was Grownish.
What? Oh, yeah, it was Grownish. I'm tripping. Blackish was the original show.
Neighborhood, never watched that.
What's Neighborhood?
Cedric the Entertainer show.
Never
Him
watched
and Pam. I have watched half and half all the way through though. Through this journey of discovery.
Watched Girlfriends all the way through.
Never watched Moesha all the way through.
Me either.
Never watched I'll Be There Yet.
The TV show? Any episode? It wasn't.
Never seen 227.
Yeah, I've seen episodes.
I never seen Let's Stay Together.
What the heck is Let's Stay Together? It sounds familiar.
I forget. I had to talk about that off camera because I forget. Oh, Mixed-ish is Rainbow Show. Is that what you was thinking of?
Oh, yeah, because no. I confused Blackish and Grownish.
Oh, you just flipped them around. Okay, well,
But Mixes, ain't that like Rainbow Show when she was a kid? Yeah.
The Carmichael Show? Never watched it.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of it.
In the House? Never watched it.
What? With LL and Carlton?
Never watched it.
And Kim Wayans? Yep.
I'm looking to see before I end out the show. I'm just looking to make sure I ain't nothing else that my black ass missed. You know what's crazy? As much of a Tyler Perry fan I am, I actually never watched Greenleaf and Queen Sugar all the way through. Like, I think I watched like 2 seasons of Greenleaf and maybe one season of Greenleaf and maybe 2 seasons of Queen Sugar, maybe. It is crazy because I was like, it's not a show I can get into.
Never seen neither one of them. Heard of them, but never watched
What
them.
Tyler Perry shows have you watched besides House of Pain and Meet the Browns?
That's about it. Well, except for like when I come in there and
that don't count.
Except for when I come in and watch Sisters with you sometimes.
That don't even count.
Didn't even watch Bros.
And that's the one I think you would be okay watching.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just never got around to it.
And he's got a lot of shows.
He really do. Some
of them, of course, that are old and out of there. You got, of course, Sisters are still running. Beauty in Black, House of Pain, The Oval, Zatima. Those shows are still running, and Ruthless is still running. I didn't know Tyler Perry wrote Young Dylan.
What's Young Dylan?
It's like a Nickelodeon show, basically, of a little young dude growing up, little young black guy.
Never heard of it.
Well, yeah, I didn't know he wrote that. It just ended too last year.
That's what's up. I didn't know he was getting Nickelodeon money. That's what's up.
Damn, he do got a lot of shows. God, dog. This is a lot of shows, Tyler.
Hey.
Let me see. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21.
Did you watch Empire all the way through?
I'm about to end the show because he playing games. You know damn well I ain't watched it all the way through.
No, I don't think nobody watched it all the way through.
Especially when they said that they put dreadlocks on Terrence Howard. Boy, he lost his mobility in his legs. That show just went to hell.
The dreadlocks is only one episode, but yeah.
I think the last episode I seen, or the last season that I watched, was when Cookie took over Jamal's career. That was the last season I watched when she took over his career.
Became his manager.
Yeah, and I think Hakeem, whatever his name is, I think he ended up like going underneath Cookie at some point too.
Mm-hmm.
But the last episode I remember seeing, and it was by accident, was when they blew up Lucia's car.
Yeah, that was crazy show.
That it was. Cause I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, sorry y'all, we didn't got to chit chat and y'all gonna sit here with us cause at this point we just gonna chit chat, baby. Cause let me tell you something about the Empire. I feel like when they lost sight of what the original story was supposed to be about is when the show took a turn. Because it went to Cookie coming back to claim her throne to now Cookie's being a catty bitch fighting with the new fiance,
Boo Boo Kitty.
Boo Boo Kitty, to Andre's. I think he accidentally killed his wife, right?
No. I think Boo Boo Kitty killed her.
Cause she died.
Yeah, she died, the white girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Boo Boo Kitty killed her. Which is funny because those two are married in real life.
Mm-hmm.
But
And both from here.
yeah.
But I was just sitting there thinking to myself, like, why is this show turning like this? Because now, don't get me wrong, when Cookie first came home, her and Boo Boo Kitty had beef, right?
Of course you're gonna have beef with the man that's supposed to,
Yeah. But it went too far. Because at some point, either you not gonna love him, or you gonna love him, or you gonna leave him, or you're not gonna leave. Let it be. And then y'all start entwining too much chaos between Lucius and his gay son. Like, he already knew the nigga was gay.
Right.
Yeah, I get he never accepted that, but he already knew it. So for him to make it a big deal and start treating him like shit because Cookie came home, that made no sense to me. Because how did you treat him the whole time when they was growing up while she was in jail?
Like shit. Nah.
It's given that that's how he
Yeah.
treated him then.
Yeah. Hell, then they end up having Boo Boo Kitty and Hakeem having a baby together.
Right. Like, I forgot about that. And he had a baby with old girl.
Raven Simone.
No, not Raven Simone. Sarah Soraya.
Oh yeah, Soraya, but
Because that's who he married in the
yeah,
show, I think.
yeah, and then they
Did he
had
get stabbed or something?
who
Hakeem, did he get stabbed or shot or something like
shot or
that?
something. Yeah, I believe so. But then they
See
had
what
it
I'm saying?
where Jamal was supposed to have that little girl with Raven Simone, but
See
it
what I'm
but it
saying?
turned out it was Lucius's baby.
I'm glad I didn't watch that because what the fuck, bro? Like, the
Yeah,
show just
that show
spiraled out
was
of
all over
control.
the place.
It's just like,
It really was.
who this for?
I just enjoyed the music
I sure did because you're so beautiful.
because that first
Sugar,
season
I know
was
you. Get it, go up, down, up, down, go up, down, up,
I think
down.
the
Shake it
first season
fast.
the musical composer and musical director on that show was Timberland. The first season, and then Timberland walked away and Darkchild took over.
Because when they brought in Miss Frida Gatz, I know we're supposed to be talking about The Wire. But when they brought in Miss Frida Gatz, I was like, oh.
Then her daddy was a thug, and the thug was Chris Rock. That show was all over the place.
But I will say this. I do agree. If you haven't at least watched one episode of The Wire, at least watch one. Whether you look up the most popular episode of The Wire and then watch that one, or you look up the lowest rated episode of The Wire and watch that one.
And that's
Or
probably gonna be in season 2. Sorry.
or if you just ask somebody what episode should you watch and they give you a referral. Cause he said he wanted me to watch that episode because Idris got killed in it, and I already knew that he got killed. I just didn't know he was gonna get killed in that episode we was watching. I already knew he got killed though.
At first, I was going back and forth between in my head if I wanted you to watch that episode or the episode when Wallace got popped.
Damn. Mm-mm-mm. But no, it's something worth watching. I feel like, you know what I'm saying. But as always, make sure y'all do me a big favor: like, comment, share, subscribe, of course, as always. But in the comment section, please put your recommendations down there where I can see it, or go to the community chat and drop shit in the community chat. As I said in the last episode, I really do appreciate y'all for getting me to 500 subs. That's so great. Whether you're here for Black History or you're here for the podcast, whatever it is you're here for, I appreciate it wholeheartedly. Thank you guys for welcoming my guest, Manley, in the building.
And I might be back.
He might be back.
I'm having a brainstorm in my head, and I might make her watch the episode when Wallace got popped.
He can't make me do nothing.
Well, I can't make. I mean, make her. I'm sorry.
But yeah, if y'all got some recommendations, throw them in there. If you like me having my guest on the show, as always, put a yellow heart and a blue heart too. Do blue and yellow. Matter of fact, do green and blue. Do green and blue. And I forgot what I was gonna say. My brain took a brain fart. Oh, if you want to also see, some of our real in-depth conversations about real life, not TV shows, check out With Your Old Ass Podcast. Go over there and hit that sub button and stay in tune with that, because sooner or later that account is going to get a Patreon where we're going to have Pac and Tay after dark. That's going to be fun. But in the meantime, in between time, y'all stay peaceful, y'all stay blessed, and have a good night. Peace out.
One last thing.
Peace out, y'all.
Deuces.